Welcome, friends. Today we are exploring a little bit more about the mid-thoracic area, so kind of your vertebra more in your torso, your upper torso a bit. Now, why do we want to explore these vertebrae in our upper torso? Maybe you're asking. Because we want to help the natural curves of our spine talk to each other, have communication, feel like they're in balance with each other. These curves are so essential for our health and well-being of our whole spine. And a lot of times they can get flattened, or for some people, the curve may be reversed a little bit. So in our upper neck here, we want the curve to come in a bit. And as we move through that middle back area, kind of between your shoulder blades, we want a little bit more roundedness, or the curve to come out towards the back a bit. And then as we come into the lower back here, ideally we want that curve to come back in. So we have these three curves, and you can feel how with the curves and our walking and running and skipping around, we have that nice inherent shock absorption that they're doing. So can you feel the difference if you had a very straight spine walking around versus those curves that allow for more buoyancy, more shock absorption, and then we take it less in our lower back because it translates and moves all the way up and down through the spine. So occasionally those vertebrae in our mid-back can get pretty stuck or hold tension, and that may be for a lot of different reasons, but this exercise is hoping to explore that sense of a bit more, it really is kind of fluffing up the discs. If you think about a big couch pillow, we're taking that disc, that pillow, and increasing the fluidity inside that disc. The discs are between each of our vertebrae, each of our spinal vertebrae. So I want you to start by kind of bringing your hands on either side of your shoulders here, and just notice, maybe take a beginner exercise, a beginner part of the exercise, by taking a little roll down through your spine. So very gently, allow your chin to drop toward your chest, and then slowly let your head feel weighted as you begin to roll down a bit. And if you feel any neck or back tension with this, then please don't go too far. You can make it very small. But we don't want to get too far into the pull of the lower back here. So maybe middle of the way down, and then slowly begin, let that head go, to roll your spine back up. And just in that, you might do that 2 or 3 times just to feel the ease. Feeling the pathway that we're going to take as we begin that disc fluffing. Making sure your hands are comfortable here. Sometimes people like them better on the back of the head, but sometimes that can cause a little bit of pull on the neck. So decide where your arms feel comfortable. And we're gonna add a little bounce. So I'm gonna do this exercise, and I'll try to talk you through as I'm going. But you can kind of feel how I'm beginning to add a little bounce into my spine. I'm using my legs a little bit, pushing into the floor. If you have one of those giant exercise balls, this is a great one to do on the exercise ball, because the ball gives you that bounce coming back up into your spine. And as you do the exercise, it may be that this is enough for you to simply feel the weight of your head and arms just a little bit down. If you feel like you want to move further down, then that gets a little bit lower down in your thoracic spine or your mid-back area. So finding that rhythm and that bounce that has the most ease for you, and as you can feel, you want to feel like your head can rebound. Now, if your head isn't rebounding and it's feeling effortful, then maybe start very small and just do a little bounce in place. It might feel better if you twist to one side or the other and keep that bounce going. So exploring a little bit of movement in either direction and exploring how, as we continue to let our upper body feel heavy, we feel that bounce coming back up and into our spine. And then you might simply move about again. Notice if there's any changes in the flexibility or movement, fluidity in your upper body, in your neck or your back, or maybe take a walk around your space and notice if you feel a little bit more spacious, or maybe your spine lengthened a little bit, you feel a little taller as well. I hope that helps. Enjoy your new bouncy spines.